I've learned that the longer I harbor a negative thought, a presumptuous thought, the harder it is to make it leave.
You're listening to Your Moment of Hope. Here's your host, Billy Peterson.
So as you can imagine, when a negative thought comes into your mind and you do what I so often do, you begin to dwell on it. It doesn't just stay a simple negative thought. It begins to grow and it can get pretty dangerous. So what can you and I do about that? Let's jump into today's episode of the Your Moment of Hope podcast. Perhaps you struggle with negative thoughts like I do, and at first the thought can seem harmless. You entertain it, you share some innocent conversation, but then that thought wants bigger chunks of your time and your mind. It seeps beyond the boundaries of your self-control, and it begins to affect your attitudes and even your actions. Gradually, that thought morphs from a friendly guest to a demanding dictator. I've learned that the longer I harbor a negative thought, a presumptuous thought, the harder it is to make it leave. But hundreds of those thoughts could sail through your mind on a given day. So how do you know which ones are negative, which ones will be troublemakers? I turn to this verse, Psalm 19:14 in the Bible. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. That word acceptable means pleasing to God. Here's the good news. Those negative thoughts, they don't really like to share space with Jesus. You can invite him into the conversation, and those thoughts might just begin to sail off on their own. I appreciate the 2 minutes of your time that you devote every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to the Your Moment of Hope podcast. You're busy, and the fact that you would be here is really, really valuable to me, and I just want to continue to honor your time. Next time on the Your Moment of Hope podcast, it's so easy, right, for life to be marked by uncertainties and unrest and burdens, and sometimes there seems to be no end in sight. Where can you find hope in that place? That's what we'll explore next time. For now, keep walking forward in faith, my friend.
If this content is adding value to your life, you can show your support by giving it a rating and review and sharing it with your friends on social media. Until next time, thank you for being here for the Your Moment of Hope podcast.